gas companies are concerned, I think you could see a short-term correction, maybe a jerk, because I think supply allocation is very important for them. And I think in terms of the most severely impacted would be IGL, followed by MGL. So I think, clearly in the very near term, these companies could underperform. But I think you must understand that these companies operate in separate regional monopolies. So I think there's a fair degree of pricing power with them. So I think clearly whatever cost increases happen on the cost of the gas side, I think will be eventually passed on. So I think, long-term investors should not worry. Maybe traders who operate on slight, on just marginal kind of upside could possibly exit their positions. And as far as the markets are concerned, we believe that, the correction has been quite severe. So, pockets like real estate, pockets like gold finance companies, these could be good opportunities where one takes a long-term view and could make a good amount of money. We are positive on both Muthoot Finance as well as Senco Gold. We believe that earnings growth over the second half is going to be very strong. The October to March period is typically a very strong period for gold finance companies and jewelry companies. So I think Senco should do exceedingly well. As far as real estate is concerned, we continue to bet on Anant. This is a company which has got a very unique business model, both the real estate business in NCR as well as the data center business. Our sense is that this year we could see a very strong trajectory coming from the data center business. The management has already given a guidance that they would be 28 megawatts of data center capacity by March 25. So I think, these could be good bets to bet on, but I think frankly from a medium to long term horizon, say over the next, say, 12 to 15 months. Within metals, I think Hindalco seems to be the best positioned, player. And I think, as you rightly mentioned, possibly the second half, if the traction continues to be much more stronger in terms of volume and price, you could see higher levels on Hindalco. I think clearly, this policy change, from China is going to be the near-term trigger. But if prices hold on and improve further, then I think Hindalco seems to be the most well-positioned stock. Even at these levels, Neeraj, maybe I think if one were to take a short to medium-term view, within the metal space, this offers a better risk-reward. I think this is probably the second time such kind of news has come in for Reliance Power, and I think although the earlier news flow also was negative, the management refuted it and said that there's nothing to talk about it. But I think this is definitely a little concerning. I think one will have to look into the details as to whether this is really a fraud or maybe a kind of a compliance issue, because as one points out that there has been no branch at all, of the bank guarantee which has been given for this kind of bank. So I think if at all it is proven right, then I think it's a complete loss of confidence. I think it's better that investors stay away for some time, because until and unless we get some clarity from the management and we understand the details of the entire issue, I think it's going to be a little volatile today. I think markets are not going to forgive any management if they do this kind of activity. So I think it's better to just stay away from the stock for some. Yeah, I think Neeraj, numbers have been pretty quite moderate to positive, and I think the second half is going to be much better. In fact, the management commentary and the outlook definitely shared looks to be quite promising. So, in this kind of market, I think the markets would obviously bet on a better second half. Hopefully, October to March is going to be a much stronger period. So, I think any dip today, I think today the stock is up by 5%. But any dip or even at the current odd levels, if one were to take the next 6 to 12 months horizon, I think this could definitely be an add to your portfolio.